Hi, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about the language of emotions and how to listen to the quiet signals your body is sending. These signals are like messages from within, guiding you toward a deeper understanding of what you're feeling and showing you where healing wants to begin. There are moments in life when your nervous system feels like it's running the show. Maybe it's just that racing heartbeat before a difficult conversation, or the restless energy that keeps you awake at night. You know, that heavy, anxious feeling you can't quite explain. The truth is, your body is doing what it's designed to do, to protect you. But when your system gets stuck in that on position, it can leave you feeling drained, scattered, and out of control. I've seen this in so many people, and I've lived it myself. When I was in the operating room, I would watch patients lying on the operating table, their bodies tense and their breathing shallow. And some would talk nonstop, filling the silence because being quiet made the fear too loud. And then others, they stayed completely still, eyes fixed on the ceiling, trying to pretend they weren't scared. And no matter how loud or how still they were, their bodies told the truth. Their chests would rise and fall in short, shallow breaths, and I could feel their tension. The nervous system, it doesn't speak in words. It speaks in signals: breath, muscle tension, heart rate, even the way you move your eyes. And when you're in a heightened state, your body responds. The good news is, the breath is your most reliable way back to calm. You don't have to wait for your thoughts to settle down. You can use your breath to tell your nervous system you're safe. One of the simplest ways to do this is to lengthen your exhale. If you take just a moment to slow down your breathing, breathing in through your nose, holding at the top for a few seconds, and then exhaling slowly, you're sending a signal of safety to your brain. You don't have to force it or make it complicated. Even a few slow breaths can change the way your body feels in the moment. You already know this if you've ever sighed after a long day and felt a little of the tension leave your body. That sound, that vibration, shifts the way your nervous system is firing. And it tells your body that it's okay to soften. This is why toning and humming, or even speaking in a low, steady voice, can create instant regulation. When I teach toning, I remind people that you don't need to get it right, and there's no wrong way to make a sound that feels good in your body. If you hum gently, feeling the vibration in your chest or in your throat, you're already helping your system find balance again. Let me share an example from my time in surgery. There was a patient who was so anxious they couldn't stop shaking. So instead of telling them to relax, which never works, I started speaking softly, slowly, and in a calm voice. I didn't realize it at the time, but what I was doing was regulating the energy in their system. His breathing slowed and his shoulders relaxed. It wasn't magic. It was his nervous system responding to a calm tone and rhythm. You can do the same for yourself. If your heart is racing or your thoughts are spinning, try this simple practice. Place your hand over your chest. Take a slow breath in through your nose. Pause for a moment, and then let it out slowly while humming. Feel the vibration under your hand as you exhale. It doesn't have to be loud. It just has to be steady. Do this 3 to 5 times, and then notice how your body feels. This practice works because your breath and your voice are directly connected to your vagus nerve, the nerve that helps your body switch out of fight or flight and into a state of rest and regulation. When you pair the slow breath with gentle sound, you're telling your body you're safe and you can calm down now. The beauty of this is that you can do it anywhere. In the car before an appointment, at your desk before a meeting, lying in bed when your thoughts won't stop racing. It doesn't take more than a few minutes to create that shift. One of my favorite parts of teaching this work is watching the look on someone's face when they feel the change for the first time. They realize that their body isn't their enemy, that they have the ability to shift their state right there without waiting for the world around them to settle down. Because guess what? It's not going to do that. And the more you practice, the easier it gets. At first, you may have to remind yourself to pause and breathe. But then over time, your nervous system starts to recognize a signal more quickly. And then it learns that calm is an option. The key is to keep it simple. You don't need to chase a perfect meditation or force yourself into stillness. You only need a few moments of connection, breath, sound, and gentle awareness to start building safety and calm from the inside out. The more you practice this, the more you'll notice that your body is always giving you feedback. Sometimes it's subtle, like a little flutter in your stomach or a tightness in your chest. And then other times it's loud, like a pounding heartbeat or racing mind that won't let you sleep. These aren't random symptoms. They're your nervous system signaling that it's out of balance and wants to come into a calm state. One of the things I teach is that you don't have to spend hours a day practicing to feel a shift. Small, consistent actions are what make the difference. If you can even take 2 minutes to pause and pair your breath with sound, you're telling your nervous system that it's safe to reset. Try this with me now. Inhale slowly through your nose, counting to 4. And as the air fills your lungs, hold your breath just for a moment. Then hum as you exhale. Hum. Letting the vibration rest low in your throat or in your chest. And remember, it doesn't have to be a perfect hum. Just let it feel natural. You can't get it wrong. And then notice how your chest softens, your shoulders relax, even slightly. Do that 3 times, and you'll feel a subtle but real shift. I remember a long time ago, I was working a double shift in the OR, and my own system was just overloaded. I'd been on my feet for 12 hours, managing back-to-back cases, and my adrenaline was running high. When I finally got to my car, I just sat there and took some deep breaths. At the time, I didn't even realize what I was doing, but within a few minutes, my heart rate slowed and my racing mind stopped spinning. So don't you see? Calm, it doesn't have to be complicated. Your body just needs the right signal. Sound works because of how it connects to your vagus nerve. This nerve is like a communication line between your brain and your body. It starts in your brainstem, travels down through your neck and chest, and into your abdomen. And it regulates your heart, your breathing, your digestion, your stress response, and even the way you connect emotionally. I thought that was very interesting. When you create a steady vibration with your voice, you're activating that nerve and letting your body know it can shift out of fight or flight and into a calmer state. This is why humming, toning, or even singing can help you feel more relaxed without you even realizing why. Breath and sound always work well together because they create rhythm, and the body loves rhythm. It's why rocking a baby brings comfort, or why listening to calm music can make you feel more relaxed. The steady pattern tells your nervous system you're okay. And that's the power of pairing slow breath with gentle sound. You don't have to wait for a big moment of stress to use these tools. The more you practice in calm moments, the easier it is for your body to respond when you need it most. If you hum softly while making your coffee in the morning, you're building familiarity. If you pause and take 3 slow breaths at your desk, you're teaching your nervous system that calm is available anytime. Sometimes people ask if it's okay if their mind wanders while they do this. The answer is absolutely. You don't have to empty your mind or do it perfectly. This isn't a random meditation that requires stillness. It's a simple practice of sending safety signals through your breath and your voice. The more you let go of the idea of doing it right, the more your body will respond. There's also something very empowering about realizing you can regulate your state without anything outside of you. You don't need music. You don't need a quiet room. You don't need anyone to guide you. All you need is you, your breath, and your voice. Those are tools you can carry everywhere. One thing I want you to remember is that regulation, it's not about never feeling stress or never feeling anxious. Stress, it's just part of being human. The goal is not to stop feeling. The goal is to give your body a pathway back to balance when your life feels hectic and maybe even out of control. I would love for you to practice this just for a minute or two each day. Start very simple. Maybe you hum softly in the shower, or you can take a few slow breaths before bed. Or maybe just sit in your car for a moment before heading into work, humming gently as you exhale. These small, steady moments, they add up, and over time, you'll notice the difference. Your shoulders, they may not feel as heavy, and your sleep may start to feel a little deeper. Or maybe you'll find it easier to pause before reacting. These shifts, they may seem small at first, but they're the foundation of the nervous system regulation. And here's the most important thing. You don't have to earn your calm. You don't have to be perfect to deserve regulation. You can give yourself permission right now to soften. In our next video, we'll explore everyday awareness and how to notice patterns in real time, and how gentle pauses can reveal the signals your body has been giving you all along. Thank you for being here, and remember to keep listening to the quiet signals your body is sending. And if you're enjoying these videos, subscribe and download your free ebook in the link below. I'll see you in the next video.